What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another super exciting Art of War stream. I am so excited for this one because I have not actually done a Build My List stream yet. This is a brand new series we've been unraveling for you where we actually take some Art of War coaches and build a list live on camera with you so you can get an idea of how we build lists and what our processes are. We're trying to rotate through all the coaches because we all have different approaches to it. And then next week, live on camera, on our Wednesday, every week battle report, I'm going to be playing this Chaos list that I'm going to build today against none other than John Lennon's Imperial Knights.
Yep, so last week was Yannari. I built a list on Friday, and then just last Wednesday, I played it against Siegs.
How was that game?
It was a nail-biter. It came down to the very last secondary card draw.
Wow! I don't want to spoil who won or lost, but definitely please do go check out that game. That one is wild. And it's right here on our YouTube channel. All right, Quentin. We're going to get into my Chaos list, but before we do, I need to take a second and thank everybody for watching this video. We've really been growing a lot as a channel lately, and it's all because of your support. So if you're new here, please do us a favor and subscribe to the channel. It's that button right down there. It's free to click. You can even like it if you like this video. And please, for the love of God, leave a comment for the algorithm gods. You know how it is. And then, you know what, Quentin?
What?
You can check out the War Room, which is where we teach all of our awesome content. We have a 3-day free trial going on right down in the link below, warroom.vhx.tv. That will transport you to, again, a 3-day free trial, so no money exchange whatsoever, and you get access to all of our premium content. Right now, we're doing a different faction fundamental video every single day of the week for an entire month, breaking down every faction in 40K, top to bottom. Then we're going to be going into our masterclass series, which is even better. Right now, John and Scary are putting out 2 different 10-minute tips every week. I got a strategy session covering the missions, and there's 3 coaching matches every week. So you literally cannot consume this much 40K information. It is all there for you at your fingertips. Check it out in the link below.
I know. If you want to win, join Art of War.
Quentin.
Yes.
I almost forgot your fun fact. It's been so long.
I know.
But
fun fact?
Drop it on me.
So fun fact of today is a little bit different. Is that the American Team Championship is coming up in Chattanooga. And we're going to be there as a team. I'm actually really excited about that. And so if you're going to be there at ATC, you can come say hi to us.
That is a fun fact.
Yeah,
that is a fact.
It's
you
a
can
fun
come
fact.
say
Yeah,
hi
you
to us.
can
We're
say
going to
hi
be
to us.
there.
We'll be there.
Hell yeah.
My hair will hopefully be repinkified.
Repinkified?
Repinkified.
Not a different color? You're thinking pink again?
No, I kind of like the pink.
Okay, you vibing.
I know, yeah.
Yeah. And then we got George Paradise with a $5 super chat. Quentin is the man. He is the man. We love
Thank you,
Quentin.
George.
Quentin's great.
I appreciate you.
Appreciate
right,
you.
You want to get into this?
Let's get into this, Quentin. I'm
All right.
excited. So let me tell you all a tale of my Chaos Space Marine ventures. I have been mega hype, super hype, beyond hype about Accursed Cultist, which nobody is talking about for whatever reason. Now, these things are monsters. I've been on video after video talking about how monstrous they are, and I'll go through it in this video again if you want. But here's the thing. I spent like 2 weeks building 45 Accursed Cultists. They lived on my kitchen table, Quentin saw. And I kind of talked myself through the hype. Like, we were like so hyped about playing them, and it took so long for us to get to this build a list leading up to this coaching match that my mind wandered. And I came up with some new crazy ideas that I'm also very excited about. So I'll tell you about them for a second.
Okay.
It all started with what happens if we take a rhino, right? A humble little rhino, make a marker nurgle. And the marker nurgle means you can't shoot the rhino if you're outside 12 inches. It's a strat, 1 CP. And then I was like, okay, that's pretty good. Then I can really basically take a really hard-hitting unit, make it like marker corn or something that helps it hit harder, and then put it in the nurgle rhino, and then go to Murder Town. So, what is the hardest hitting thing we can put into a rhino? Well, your options are sad. You basically have 10 chosen, and you can attach a lord and like an exalted champion or a master of executioners to it, which is fine. It is a hard-hitting unit. That package is 400 something points.
It's a lot of points.
That's like, So if we're gonna take this like not that awesome unit and put it into a rhino for 400 something points, why not just go deeper? Why not just go off the deep end, as some would say?
Nick has been talking about this idea for so long, but I haven't seen an actual list yet, so
we're here to build this list.
We are fully off the deep end, chat.
So, what if we, instead of this run, and I do have an Accursed Cultist list, I'll just preface with this. I have a full Accursed Cultist list we can build here if this turns out to be hot garbage.
Yeah.
But today, we are going to be building what I dub as the pitmobile.
Blackout, welcome to the War Room. Thank you very much.
Blackout UK, you came in at the exact perfect time. Welcome to the War Room. So let me tell you about this pitmobile. We're basically going to take a rhino and then upgrade that thing to a Land Raider, because a rhino just ain't it. Why not have the assault vehicle keyword? Why not actually be tough in case someone does get one involved? Why not pack 4 las cannons on this bad boy? Land Raider. So, we take this Land Raider. Now, what is the nastiest thing we can put inside a Land Raider? Points be damned. What's the nastiest thing? What in your mind?
Terminators?
Yeah, like Abaddon 5 Terminators, right? It can hold 12 guys. That's 12 models. Terminators count as 2. That's pretty nasty, I'm not going to lie. But what if we go one further? What if we get nastier? What if instead of Terminators, we go with Chaos Lords? So hear me out here. A third Terminator is like 39 points a model, and like it's actually pretty mediocre. Like you compare a Terminator model to like a Custodes Guard right now, which are sweeping up the meta, and you're like, man, this thing is kind of hot garbage. Now you can take Abaddon and add it to the Terminators and do the whole unshootable package and just walk 10 Terminators and Abaddon up the table. That's good. That's in my Accursed Cultist list. No sweat. But Chaos Lords and Land Raider. So here's where I'm at. One of the biggest problems with playing Chaos Space Marines as a close combat army, and I know we can make a pretty good shooting army, sadly, is that there's like Overwatch, and there's Phantasm, and there's always strikes first, these rules that just really ruin close combat. And they're all really effective against like a unit. Like I Overwatch a kill your unit. If I have like 6 or 7 little characters running around hitting something super hard, pick one, whatever. I don't care. So, we're going to build this list, Quinn. I'm pre-rambling enough.
Okay.
We're going to start with Abaddon. We're just going to see where this takes us.
Okay, hold on. So while you're doing that, Ymir Hades, the final super chat. Accursed Cultist GC, are we just ignoring that Nick has a cultist fetish?
No, we're not putting Accursed Cultists in this army. This is a Chaos Lord army.
Okay, we have
We
Abaddon.
can't ignore that. But appreciate your super chat.
280.
Abaddon is 280. I like how you already knew Abaddon's going in. Let's put in 3 regular old Chaos Lords. 1, 2, 3. 75 each.
Okay.
Look. Shackleton Mangrum, I want you to understand what Quentin is typing this in. Am I seriously advocating for 12 Chaos Lords? Somewhat. I mean, I actually have been putting a lot of thought into this list prior to this build list video, and I want to share with you my process. It is possible that this ends up not working, because, like, what a list premise am I choosing here? And then I will avert mission and play my normal Accursed Cultist list, which I will build for you on stream as well. So don't sweat. We're just in a sidebar here and see what I can make magic happen. They don't call it brown magic for nothing. So let's put 3 more Chaos Lords and Terminator armor in. They are 100 points each. Okay, so just for the record, if we shove all of these into the Land Raider right now, who holds 12, Abaddon is 2, each Terminator Lord is 2, so that's 8, and then 3 Chaos Lords is 11. So we actually still have space left should we want it. But I think there's a lot of value to deep striking some Terminator Lords and like using rapid ingress or something too. So let me pitch to you Chaos Lords in a nutshell while Quentin is doing this. A Chaos Lord is a 75-point character. And he basically, I'm going to look at his data sheet right here, just to make sure I don't mislead you. Chaos Lord. So he's 5 wounds, 3 up armor, 4 up invul, kind of what you'd expect. He only moves 6, that's sad, but he's going in this Land Raider, so who cares? He can choose a bunch of different weapons. The option I think I'm going to go with is actually just the Humble Power Fist. We're just going to put up to 5 attacks, Strength 8, AP 2, and 2 damage. But then he has a once per game ability, which allows him to increase his Strength attacks, AP, and damage. So he's actually going to swing in at 6 attacks, Strength 9, AP 3, and 3 damage. And then, of course, he's Chaos Space Marine, so it's very easy to give him reroll hits through Abaddon's aura, because Abaddon doesn't need to be spending his time doing the 4+ invul aura in this army, because your army just walks around with 4+ invulnerable saves. So these Chaos Lords are rerolling hits. They can either get lethal or sustained hits on 5s, depending on your market corner Slanesh. You can make like 1 Nurgle, and then that guy just gets out, does an action, is unshootable. Land Raider can just be shot against most armies. I think it's got a lot of play beneath the surface level. Because each Chaos Lord can trade with like a 5-man Space Marine unit type thing pretty effectively. And my Lord is 75 points, and I guarantee your Space Marine squad is more than 75. And this whole premise basically came in because of the fact that you can't get enough Chaos Space Marine units into your transports to actually make an effective army. So what if I make my units cheaper? Well, I can't make my units cheaper. My cheapest option is a 100-point Legionnaire squad, and that's kind of awful. So what's cheaper that still does something? A Chaos Lord. Like, genuinely, a Chaos Lord does something, is cheap, does action, does score, can be unshootable. It's pretty hard. Like, what do I care about the 4 guys wielding chainswords in Legionnaire? I don't. I care about the 2 guys Power Fists. This is that for 75. And they go in all kinds of different directions. They can't be overwatched, whatever. So, how many points do I have left? Let me...
Do that math in the app. I'm going to take this time. I'm just going to mention the app again. The app is amazing. The land rate is 250, right?
Land Raider, I'm finding it right now. Chaos Space Marine Land Raider. Why is everything in Chaos starts with Chaos, so it's all...
You can search, right?
Quentin.
You're also in the character section.
That's what it is. That's what it is. The app is amazing.
It is. It is. Thanks, Paul.
There it is. Okay, so Land Raider's 255. Okay, so anyone want to take a guess at how many points we're at? We're at 1060.
What?
That is 960 points.
Okay.
1060. Okay, so what goes and supports this Land Raider with last cannons, Quaid? I think we need units that do stuff now and don't just instantly die. You know what I'm thinking?
What?
3 Forge Fiends.
Okay.
3 Forge Fiends. Let's just make it good. Let's just make this army good now. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we actually have some beef in here, right? We have 3 Forge Fiends, a Land Raider.
How many points is the Forge Fiend?
165. And we're going to have a 3 ectoplasm.
Yeah, I figured.
So, for those of you who are following, a Forge Fiend is a 10 wound... 10?
185?
165.
165 for a Forge Fiend?
Forge Fiends are great. That's why we're taking 3 of them. So, Forge Fiends are 12 wounds, toughness 10, 3 armor, 5 pinball. The reason we're taking them, though, is they have 3 ectoplasmic cannons. Each ectoplasmic cannon is D3 shots blast, strength 10, AP 3, and 3 damage. Forge Fiends and Chaos Space Marines can Dark Pact for dev wounds and become hazardous. A little dangerous with 3 weapons, but you know. And then, basically, they're also blast. So these are effective anti-tank and effective anti-infantry, effective anti-elite infantry. Like, it's crazy. A single Forge Fiend with Mark of Undivided, 1 CP, reroll hits, reroll wounds, literally kills a 20-man Neophyte squad, puts a huge dent into a Terminator squad, or messes up most vehicles. It's just an amazing all-around utility piece. 3 of them is great. And you know what else 3 of them can do?
What?
3 of them could honestly strategic reserve. That's 495 points. And then I just deploy at this point a Land Raider that you cannot shoot full of all these characters. That is a viable deployment.
Okay, how many points is this army so far?
So that's a great question. 1555. Now, here's the thing.
Okay.
We should probably acknowledge that there's a mission going on.
There probably is.
We should really...
We really should.
We should spend the last 450 points scoring something, please. And I still have 1 spot in my Land Raider, and we can fiddle with the Lords and Terminator Lords. We really can. This doesn't have... Like, Lucius is an amazing character compared to, like, a Chaos Lord for 75, so he might sneak in there. But I want to get my list foundation down before I fiddle. I'm also not even explored enhancements yet, so we'll talk about that, too. The accursed cultists are my backup plan, Charlie. Don't you sweat. Don't you sweat. Okay. So now let's put in some demons. You know, what would I be if not a demon player?
I'm just gonna go ahead and add 3 Nurglings.
I don't even know if I'm going with Nurglings.
Really?
I think I want. I might go with Nurglings. Nurglings are great, but I'm thinking I want.
Flamers?
Like small flamers and characters. I'm already giving up Assassinate. What do I care? So the lone op characters like Changeling.
Okay, we want the Changeling?
We want the Changeling. So let me put this in
Is
here.
it the Changeling or just Changeling?
I think it's the Changeling.
How many points is Changeling?
75. Yeah, the
Changeling is 75 points?
Sure is. So Changeling is 75. In the Marines vs. GSC matchup, what are your thoughts on putting Oaths a Moment on the Demo Charge Acolyte squad in reserve to kill them in Overwatch with the Desolation squad when they come in? 10 years Super Chat from Blackout, thank you so much.
I don't think you can. I think you have to oath something on the table.
I was about to say that. Yeah, one of the best ways you can get around things like Oath of the Moment is being in reserve. You cannot select a target not on the table, but good thought.
But
have some infiltrators. That's your Marines vs. GSC plan.
One thing you can do though with Oath Moment that's kind of unconventional, and this is something Jack did in the pre-recorded game that I'm currently editing, is John moved up a big unit behind a wall to pop out next turn, and Jack preemptively oathed it so that he could overwatch it if it stepped out. So if your opponent has something on the table, you can do that. But if they're in reserves, you can't.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, Quinn. So I think I need more trash in this army.
Okay.
In addition to Changeling, right now we are at 1630. What if I add, and I'm spitballing here. You let me know your thoughts on this. What if I just add 6 Nurgling units? Their battle line, they have OC0, but they infiltrate and they're kind of annoying.
I like that a lot.
You like that a lot? You think that'll help this army?
Yeah, it's 40 points, right?
40 points. I don't know if that's worth it, but let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. 40 points for Nurglings. Let's add 6. units of Nurgles. Oh, those are beasts of Nurgle.
Ziv25 for $10 super chat. I hate this Lord spam. Make GW, just make Chosen good, please. Also love when Quentin is shocked that non-elf factions have good and somewhat cheap units. Only elves deserve good units, and you can take that to the bank.
Quentin, this is not an elf video. Get the hell out of here. Okay, so I still have points left after taking 16. And also, can we talk about how many units are in this army? I know they're all characters, but the quantity of units I have in this faction is actually ridiculously high.
I wish grinding them down was still a thing.
I see that I'm taking advantage of the fact that these things are not. And honestly, I don't care that I give up Assassinate, real talk. I give up Assassinate left, right, and center, but that means they're not taking tactical objectives, which everybody besides like Knights are built to score when playing against Knights. And also, they can't generate CP by ditching cards. That's an actual benefit. Like, take Assassinate, you still have to figure out your other one. I sort of give up Bring It Down, but like...
Not really.
Not really, and good luck killing it all. And then that's it. After that, you have to figure out your other one. And with this many Nerdlings and whatnot, you're not going to be deep striking into my deployment zone for Bring It Down and deploy teleport homers. That's the one thing 16th Nerdlings can do. I'm at 1870. Okay. I don't know if 16th Nerdlings is it, Quinn. I kind of want some objective control.
What if we made them all 9-man units in Nerdlings?
I did have that thought the other day. I thought that would go really well with my Accursed Cultist list. If I wanted... We're going pretty fast with this Chaos Space Marine list. We might get you 2 lists today. You guys are feeling frisky. All right, so let's... Do I want Flamers?
I think so.
I think I want some Flamers. I could just add 2 units of Flamers. Is this too many points of demons? No, it's literally not too many points of demons. Oh my god, demons are cheap.
Yeah, they're really... How many points is Flamers?
65 for 3.
Okay.
Okay, and then let me... So I'm at currently 485 points of allied demons, which is allowed. Mm-hmm. I have... How many units is in this army?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 units.
Okay, let's cut 1 Nerdling and add a Cultist unit. We should make a Cultist unit in there so that the Cultists can make my objective sticky.
How many points are Cultists?
55, so that'll put us at 2,000 on the nose.
Do your Cultist scout?
Let me check. I'm over now. What did I do?
Do you duplicate something?
I have too many Nerdlings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm a little bit over, but I'm not satisfied with this either, so it's okay. They don't scout. They just make objective sticky.
So I've been trying to figure out what the Death Guard cultists get, and the answer is they get scout.
They get scout.
They get scout.
Okay, so let's cut another Nerdling unit. I think 4 is plenty, to be honest.
What?
We're cutting another Nerdling unit. We got another super chat as well from Zen25.
That was the elf one.
Oh, this is the elf one. I'm sorry, you got that one. Good job. Okay, so that brings us back to 1975. Let's take a look at our enhancements. We have some really cool enhancements. So, our Chaos Lord, if we give him Mark of Corn, he can take the Talisman of Burning Blood. Now, Talisman of Burning Blood is basically going to be plus D3 strengths and plus D3 attacks. And remember, Chaos Lords have that once per game ability to add +1 to attack, strength, AP, and damage. So now we're D3 +1 attacks, D3 +1 strength, and additional AP and additional damage. So here's my question for you, Quinn. Would you rather see a strength 10 to 12 Power Fist with 7 to 10 attacks, AP 3 and 3 damage? Or would you rather see a pair of Lightning Claws with like up to 14 attacks, rerolling wounds, strength 5 AP, or strength 6 to 8 AP 3, 2 damage?
So I feel like you're gonna have enough. I really like volume of attacks at AP 2.
You like all his attacks AP. So let's give him
Claws?
Let's give him. It's called a pair of accursed weapons.
Oh, okay.
And he's Mark of Corn. So that's that guy right there. Yeah. Then he's gonna go up to 95 points. This army's amazing. I'm not sure about... I kind of like this army.
You should play it on stream.
I'm gonna play this on stream.
He's 95?
He's 95. What else does it need?
How many points is this?
This is 1995, what we're looking at. But I'm not, like, there's a lot of other options we could explore. We could go deeper onto lone operative characters. We could go and really make the army unshootable. I kind of like that. But Nurglings are pretty hard to shoot because they infiltrate. We definitely need some Nurglings, I think. There's not really much. Let's make one Chaos Lord and one Chaos Terminator Lord, both Nurgle.
Can you... Chat says you can oath someone in reserves.
Really? I didn't think you could.
Can you?
I didn't.
John told me you couldn't.
I'm not sure. Let's get back to this.
Okay.
That's chat's to decide. So Chaos Lord. Let's give the next one Mark and Nurgle, and we'll give him a Power Fist.
Okay. What's the third one gonna have?
Probably Mark of Slanesh.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it just gets sustained hits instead of lethal hits. I guess lethal hits is pretty good. I'll do Khorne. We'll just make one Nurgle, one and two Khorne. Same thing for the Chaos Terminator Lords. And we probably don't need 3 Terminator Lords. You know what I kind of want? I kind of want something... I kind of want a unit in the Land Raider to join one character to give me some options there.
Okay. So what's the guy have real quick?
Third guy's just going to be same thing. They're going to Power Fist.
Okay.
Or no, we'll make him Khorne in a Power Fist. We've got Lexi157, who's been a member for 9 months. Terminator Lord's half damage with Slanesh, 5 Feeling Pain is a great solo character. He can tank way above his weight. That's absolutely true, Lexi. Thank you for reminding me of that combination. So, appreciate your support. Let's make one of these Terminator Lords Slanesh. And we'll give him... what can Terminator Lords take? Mark of Chaos, Slanesh, Intoxicating Elixir, and we'll give them all Chain Fists. Let's just
How do you spell Slanesh?
like that. Maybe one N. Let's find out. It's 2 A's, 1 N.
I knew there was a double letter in there.
Okay, so we're doing Chain Fists on these guys. Chain Fists, and then this guy's gonna get Intoxicating Elixir. He's gonna be 115, so then I'm 10 points over, but that's fine. We will fix that. This is great, Quinn.
Someone's gonna like tune into the VOD and be like, "What?"
I hope so. This is not the craziest list I've ever come up with, and I think it's not bad either. Look, there's 20 units in this army.
This is
Intoxicating Elixir. He's 115. Let's see. I'm just not sure how to finish it. Cypher is also a consideration here.
Can you put Cypher in the Land Raider?
Sure, why not? An infantry model.
Sounds good.
Let's cut... How much is Cypher? Because getting Vect in here will be good. And another lone-op character. But I don't really want to cut these Terminator Lords. They're pretty hard.
Zinth 25 with 5 super chat. What about a Terminator Sorcerer to effectively add +1 AP army-wide against one unit you want gone? Deep strike that in before the Lord Bomb?
So I was thinking about the Terminator Sorcerer. I basically went through all the different HQs, or the characters rather, and determined which ones I think would be coolest to add to this and also most effective for niche uses. And unfortunately, I kind of landed on Lords and Terminator Lords. The Lucius is a good combat character for 95, and he may just slot in right here instead of one of these Chaos Lords or something, or in addition to if I cut some Nerdlings. The Terminator Sorcerer Lord I generally like quite a lot. He basically casts Death X on 2+, and enemy unit suffers -1 AP for my entire army. My challenge with that guy is that I have AP. Like, AP is not my issue right now.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't have a quantity of attacks, which is why I'm thinking like a unit of 5 chosen to go in this laner. So let's count our slots. Abaddon is 2, Chaos Lord is 1, Chaos Lord is 1, Chaos Lord is 1. That's easy, that's 5. And then if we had 5 more bodies, just a 5-man Legionnaire, 5-man chosen
We
or
could
something.
fit this guy.
You could fit that guy. He may want to just Deep Strike.
Yeah.
Or you could fit one other. So let's cut one Terminator Lord altogether. Let's give the other one a mark of Nurgle. No, that one's good. Don't touch that one. This one gets mark of Nurgle and a Chain Fist. And he's 100, so that's clean. So then what does that do for my points? Okay. Then I am at 1910. Let's add, I think, 5 chosen. 5 chosen seem fine here. They can be Mark of Khorne. They want to hit pretty hard. Do they want to be undivided? Who's going to join them? I think they should be Khorne and join that guy, so I have like one uber hard hitting unit. That sounds great. And they already advance in charge, so no value to slash.
They have any weapons?
Yes. For every 5 models in this unit, up to 2 models can replace their bolt pistol with plasma pistol, so 2 plasma pistols, 2 combi weapons, 1 pair of accursed weapons.
Chat says that the Chaos Lord on foot, the regular guy, can't take a pair of weapons.
Oh, no? That's sad.
We'll give him a Power Fist then.
We'll give him Power Fist. And then we would... yeah, he can just have a Power Fist. That's fine. He doesn't need Lightning Claws. What else do we have here? So we've got 2 guys...
Pistols, 2 combi weapons, and a pair of weapons. How many points is 5 chosen?
115. And 1 guy also gets a Power Fist, and 1 guy gets an Icon.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm 25 points over, so let's cut another Nurgling. Sad. Taking a look at my demons, I have 3 Nurglings, Changeling,
2 Flamers.
2 Flamers. I'm at 1985. What do you think about this list, where we are right now? What do you, obviously it's a little bit of a meme in concept creation, but do you think this list is like got any legs to stand on? Do you
So the first time I saw this list, you told me about it, and I was like, Nick, what are you doing? And I put it down there with like Mog and Ra and the Death Jester firing squad.
Yeah.
I was like, this list is nothing. But the more you started talking about it, the more I was like, well, you can't shoot the Land Raider. And if you need to do an action, like, 1 guy can get out.
And just do the action.
And, like, it's basically 1 giant unit that hits really hard.
But then splits into as many units as it wants.
Yeah.
And then there's 3 Forge Fiends that can go into reserve.
What marks are the Forge Fiends?
Definitely undivided on 2 of them, probably. And then maybe Nurgle on the last one. I can get behind that. Yeah, let's do that. Or honestly, undivided on all 3, because then they just get real ones to wounds, the undivided trait, instead of sustained hits 5s. Because I'm not... Yeah, let's do undivided all 3. Screw it. Go big or go home. The thing I think I'm really going to struggle with is holding midfield objectives.
Mm-hmm.
So that was an attempt to fix that by adding the 5 legionnaires, or the 5 chosen. What the chosen also offer me, Quentin, is they have some interesting jank into always strikes first units, which is why I think they're mandatory. So let me explain that. This is called war room problem solving right here. This is stuff we'll teach you in the war room, and this is why you should join the war room, because stuff like this you will not find elsewhere. So, one of the things that's crushing the meta right now are these 10-man Custodes bricks, right? And they have always strikes first. So, obviously, me charging my pile of Chaos Lords and Abaddon into them is just going to get myself slaughtered at a very expensive exchange rate. So, I'm going to take 5 chosen. And I'm not even going to attach them to the characters in this matchup. They're literally going to ride in this Land Raider as their own unit, because I don't have to attach anybody. And then the 5 chosen get out, along with all the characters. And again, you can overwatch one, but like, whatever. And then they're going to charge. And they're going to base to base as many models of your brick as I possibly can. Because typically your brick is also going to be base to base to base. So when you always strikes first with it, they can all attack. Which means you're also easy to base up. So I'm going to base you up before you get to base me up. Then I'm going to put my 5 chosen in very specific locations while basing you, following all these rules of combat. And that's going to prevent my larger base models like Abaddon and my Terminator Lords from actually getting into base contact with your Custodes guard. So then I'm charging you with all my characters who have maybe made base contact like 1 here or there, but like largely speaking are not in base contact with your Custodes guard unit, which are in base contact with my chosen. You always strikes first for 2 CP. That's expensive. And then you slaughter, and I mean slaughter, my 5 chosen. Goodbye. And then Abaddon activates, Chaos Lord activates, Chaos Lord activates, Chaos Lord activates, Terminator activates, Terminator activates, pick up your unit. Also, there's 3 Forge Fiends featuring ectoplasma cannons. I think I can do this, Quinn. I think I can do this. Midfield objectives seem hard. Nurglings, I kind of like having all these Nurglings. I kind of like having these Flamers, but I just feel like I need more objective control. What do you think of swapping these for like horrors or stuff like that?
Horrors are expensive.
Horrors are expensive.
And I feel like you need, like, you don't want your Chaos Lords to do actions because you need it as a death ball to go kill stuff. So you want the Nurglings for the actions and the Flamers for the actions. I don't think Horrors are going to be holding midfield objectives anyways.
No, you think they'll just die?
They just die.
They have the split ability, but I hear you. Like, especially in this army where it's like you can't interact with anything, you just shoot Horrors.
Yeah. Like, Horrors are annoying because you're like, I don't want to shoot the Horrors, I gotta shoot these accursed cultists. But, like, if you can just... not, right?
I'm struggling to see how I shift someone off midfield objectives effectively. Because if my Lord gets OC'd out by anything, it's OC1. Mm-hmm. That's their biggest problem. Chosen help with that, their bodies. Mm-hmm. Demons can provide bodies. Accursed cultists can provide bodies. Like, I could take a Nurgle Accursed cultist unit and just walk it around. That would compete with my Land Raider for who.
Yeah, the problem is, like, your Land Raider, it doesn't die a lot of times in one activation, but if you just get to chip it, right? Yeah,
chipping it's definitely effective, especially, but, like, once it's delivered, what if I then start participating with my Accursed cultist? Like, so I spend the first turn with, like, Accursed cultist behind a wall and a Land Raider.
I think also the problem is that, like, once the Lord package gets out and it's like, boy, everything's dead, but then you can just shoot Chaos Lord.
Well, my thinking is the Lord package rarely gets out all at once. Like, I have to, like, commit 1 or 2 Lords to a problem.
Do you think, like, 2 Chaos Lords solve a problem with reliability?
I think it depends what the problem is, and I can tailor it. So, like, small problems, yeah, I'll throw a Chaos Lord at a small problem. A big problem, here's Abaddon, you know, and then 6 Lords still sit in the Land Raider.
They don't die when the Land Raider explodes anymore.
They don't. I can spend and this is the Chosen can take those wounds, and they're 3 wounds each.
You sure can.
And I think one of the Chaos Lords in Terminator armor. I haven't decided which one, because the Nurgle one doesn't get shot if I want. And they all double use strats, you know. So
what do you do if someone wraps your Land Raider?
Play better, you know, like, don't see that coming 2 turns ago. Yeah, don't get wrapped. I'm playing against Knights for my first game, not a problem. I'm not trying to tailor for Knights. If I was trying to tailor for Knights, I'd pack 8 Obliterators in here. But I can't do that because I'm a man of morals. So, like...
Obliterators are bad, Nick.
Obliterators are bad. Don't even get me started. I kind of want Lucius. Lucius is a boss. I have 15 points left. Man. Oh, man. I need... You know what I need? This is why I'm not satisfied with Knights. I need to be able to kill small stuff without committing Chaos Lords to it.
Okay.
Forgefiends kind of do that, actually. They help shooting a lot.
Yes.
I don't know. You're not helping me here. What do you think I need? Why Flamers over Rubik's Flamers? Because these are 65 points that just move and do an action and cheap and do stuff, and I can deep strike them.
I mean, like... I'm still a little bit baffled. Not baffled, but just wonderstruck by 5 Chaos Lords in Abaddon and a Land Raider.
I mean, what's to be wonderstruck by? It's not even. It's only Abaddon, 1 Terminator Lord, 3 Chaos Lords, 5 Chosen in a Land Raider. There's nothing to be wonderstruck by that. I could save 15 points by cutting the Chosen to Legionnaires. I get more OC. It's kind of a side grade in terms of damage. I lose advance and charge. I get 15 points back, which lets me turn 1 more Nurgling unit into the 65-point Blue Scribes.
How many points do we have?
We have 15 at the moment.
Okay. I like that, because the Chosen are just there to die.
They're also there to escorts. They give advance and charge to my Lord.
Oh, gosh.
But also, I'm coming out of a Land Raider. I don't need advance and charge.
You don't need advance and charge.
Let's make that 5 Legionnaires.
Okay.
5 Legionnaires. Okay, what can I give 5?
How do you spell Legionnaires?
I don't know. Let's find out together. I have to delete the Chosen first. Boop. Battle line. Oh, I'm adding battle line units. How fluffy. Okay. 5 Legionnaires. They're going to get Legionnaires. Let's give them Mark of Corn.
How many points is this squad?
This squad is 100.
Okay.
Which is why they're usually bad, but, you know, we're here. So we're going to give the Sergeant a heavy melee weapon. And we're going to give him also a plasma pistol. And then we're going to give one guy an icon. One guy a heavy...
I'm just putting good upgrades.
Good upgrades. Okay. There'll be a random las cannon in there. Sure. Okay, so that's...
And then
Nurglings become Blue Scribes. Or I find 40 more points and get Cypher.
No.
You don't think I should cut 2 Nurglings to turn...
That's totally worth it.
Totally worth it. What are you talking about? Turn Nurglings become Cypher.
And you can ride in the Land Raider.
You can ride in the Land Raider. I have slots open.
Cypher is 100?
Cypher is 105. Does this work? Let me find out. So 2 Nurglings come out. Do. Changeling, Nurgling, 2 Flamers, 3 Forgefiends, Land Raider, Legionnaires, Cultists. I put too many Legionnaires in. Boop, there we go. 1995. I have 5 points left. So I still want Lucius. That's my only gripe here. I'd have to find 15 points to turn a Lord.
He's 105, right?
Lucius is 95. I'd have to find 15 points to turn a Chaos.
This guy could just become Lucius.
He could just become Lucius. I like Terminator Lords, though. I think they're great. I want to turn that Corn Lord into Lucius. That's 75.1.
So where are we? We have to cut how many points?
We have to find 15 points.
So what if we made these Cultist Nurglings?
Cultists are really good because they make objectives sticky.
What if we made these Flamers Nurglings?
That's fine. I'm trying to think if there's other options, but that is fine. Lucius at 105. Oh, we've got a good idea here. Mm-hmm. We've got a good idea here. 20 points. Turn those 5 Legionnaires into Noise Marines, and Lucius joins the Noise Marines.
Okay.
Yes. And then you can write good upgrades. It's fine. Wow. Oh my god, I got Noise Marines. This, I am satisfied. This is the
85?
85. Good call. I think that someone in chat wrote Noise Marines and that job the thought. Legionnaires, Noise Marines, say 15. Yes, Jason D, you are my man. Thank you. Thank you. That is all you.
And this guy becomes Lucius.
And that guy becomes Lucius. Oh, Quentin.
He's 105?
He's 95. Let me just make sure that works. Oh my god. Yes. I'm so happy right now. We just had Cypher and Lucius to this one. Cypher and Lucius is all I ever wanted. Yes. Cut this crap.
You know, I'm kind of sad we don't have 6 Chaos Lords in this list.
I know. I knew it was going to go down. It started with 6 in my brain, but I was like, it's never going to stay at 6. So what do we cut? We're down to 1 Flamer, 1 Changeling. Let me make sure I'm at the same place as you. Changeling. Do you have Changeling? Yeah. Changeling, Nurglings, 2 Flamers, 3 Forgefiends, Land Raider. How come I don't have my Noise Marines yet and I'm over points? What am I missing? Okay. So I'm just going to take it from the top and you tell me if you see it here.
Okay.
Okay. Abaddon.
Check.
Oh, 2 Chaos Lords. I got to cut the 3rd one. There we go. Done. 2,000 on the nose. 2,000 on the nose. Quinn, I think we've done it. I think we've done it. Assassinate's not going to hurt. I know Assassinate looks like it's going to hurt. Fine. You get 20 points on Assassinate. What's your other secondary? You tell me. Tell me what your other 20 points are going to come from. Cleanse. You're going to do actions in the middle of forward. Chaos Lords. Charge you. Forgefiends. Shoot you. Quinn. Quentin.
Who's playing against us?
What if we turn 1 Flamer into Changeling? No, I think Flamers are better than
We already have Changeling.
No, and I meant the Blue Scribes from Warlone Op. Do it. I want Warlone Op. Yeah. And more characters. Like, why not? Let's embrace the meme.
65?
65. This is so great. How many characters am I taking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 characters. Nothing in my army is shootable. Like, nothing. The entire thing, Deep Strikes, goes into strategic reserves, Nurgle Land Raider.
Can the Noise Marines go in the Nurgle Land Raider?
Yeah, there's no rules about that. It's
right.
only, yeah, I checked that because I have all kinds of marks in this Land Raider. Mm-hmm. It's only characters joining units. So I do need Lucius. Lucius joins the Noise Marines. This is fantastic. Holy crap. Do I want to add a Master of Executions instead? No, that's just ridiculous. This army's perfect. Oh my god, Quentin, cue money.
Okay.
So you have questions? Do you have any thoughts? I know you're a little starstruck. You're dumbfounded. I get it. It's hard to be in the presence of such god power over here. But like, what do you think? Honestly, I can take some feedback.
This list is either amazing or terrible, and I won't know until I see it on the table.
Well, we're going to play it on the table. I'll be honest. Can I use Lone Op Strat on the Nurglings? No, but the Nurglings are just going to hide behind walls.
Yeah.
Or Deep Strike. They infiltrate.
I love how we went from 6 units of Nurglings to 1 unit of Nurglings.
I knew it would happen. It's 6 units of Nurglings never stays.
We've got 3 Lone Ops, though.
For the record, I do think this is a genuinely good Chaos list. I don't think it's like necessarily the only way to run Chaos. I think there's plenty of ways to run Chaos. But like foundationally, we have 3 Forge Fiends and a Land Raider.
And a bunch of
trash, which is like a fine foundation.
I mean, three forgefiends and trash is like 80% of a way to a good list.
I mean, what is the difference? Instead of Land Raider and characters, you take Abaddon and 10 Terminators, and then you fluff it out with like slightly different trash. Maybe Obliterators are possessed. Like, it's not that different.
No.
Chaos is chaos. And you gotta embrace it. You gotta embrace it for what it is. Hero Hammer, at its core. I'm so excited. John's not gonna know what hit him. Literally.
John is gonna be... If John loses to this,
when John
loses to this, I'm gonna be so excited. I'm gonna make a short about it. I'm gonna be like, did the Land Raider get you?
I'm sorry, it's not pure CSM. I do think Demons add a tremendous amount to Chaos Space Marines because Chaos Space Marines struggle to find cheap stuff that deep strikes, and Demons add all of that in spades.
Yes. Also, the Changeling and the Blue Scribes are nuts.
They're great. They're great characters. I'm so excited to play this army. So, you guys can all check this in live. Do you want to build the Accursed Cultist list just to build it? I have it built. I can show
We should just build the Accursed Cultist list. Okay. This is kind of memey.
I don't want to disappoint the fans, everybody. I will show you a more serious chaos list that I would actually run into a tournament, but I really want this to work. So this is how cool ideas evolve and start, right? You just come up with a concept and you just like love it so much that you work on it and you play a game and you're like, man, I did get my ass kicked, but I learned. And then you evolve and you evolve and you evolve, and don't lose the core. Like, obviously the core here is Land Raider full of cool stuff, so like don't lose my core here. I did read about Fabius Files. So Quentin's right now in the process of making another sheet over here, and then we'll get the chaos list going here. So this one's real simple, Quentin. I'll make it with you.
Okay.
I think this list actually wants Obliterators, and it pains my soul to say it, and that's part of the reason I'm not excited about playing it, because I hate Obliterators. But I think after much debate and debacle, I think Accursed Cultists do want some Oblits. Okay, so where are we? Let's put an Abaddon, because we start with the big man.
You got Abaddon.
Let's put in 10 Terminators.
Hold on. Let me just go grab 10 Terminators.
Oh, you just have 10 Terminators. Okay. They're not world leaders, but they do cost the same, and their weapons are probably close enough. And their mark doesn't matter.
Whatever. This is fine.
Okay, this is fine. So 10 Terminators. Let's bring in 3 packs of Accursed Cultists. Each one is going to have 10 mutants and 6 torments. I'm building this in my app with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so run 90 a pop on those. Duplicate.
190 a pop?
Yep. Terminators. And then they are 3. Oh, you already have the Terminators. Okay, so all of these Accursed Cultists need Dark Communes, and they're 55 points each. And we're going to make them all Slanesh. I would love to make them Khorne, but if we attach Dark Commune to them, they can't be Khorne, because the Dark Commune, unfortunately, comes with this useless Psyker. But the Dark Commune is still worth it, because they give you Advance and Charge once per game, and +1 to hit, +1 to wound, and it's 5 more bodies to your body horde. Dark Commune, just 5 dudes there. And 55? Cake Lady, 55.
Cake Lady. So
for those of you who don't know, Cake Lady, if you ever build and buy a Dark Commune box, you'll understand what I mean by Cake Lady. Okay. $5 super chat from Micah McComb. Oh god, Nick actually did it. The party bus bill. I'm taking Accursed Cultist to LSO tomorrow. Would you lean tactical or fixed with CSM? Pretty much always tactical, unless your opponent really does give up Assassinate or Bring It Down.
There are some lists that just are 2020 Assassinate, Bring It Down.
Yeah, like against like Flying Demon monster list, I would totally take Assassinate, Bring It Down over fixed.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the core. How many points are we at right now? That is 1240. So you know what I think we should add here, Quentin?
Mm-hmm.
3 Fortunes.
Okay.
I mean, like, that's just what you add to these chaos lists, is it not? And honestly, I hate Obliterators. We're not gonna add Obliterators.
Okay, these guys.
The same thing. 3 Ectos, 165.
Are they what mark?
Let's do 2 Undivided and 1 Miracle. This army plays a little bit differently. Although I do really love them all Undivided. But we'll do this. They're 165. Thank you for your super chat, Micah. I hope your Accursed Cultist list looks a little bit similar to the one I'm building now. This is the one where I love it. I think this army is awesome, and I would play this at a tournament. Forge Friend! Good job, Quentin. And I'm only doing this because I've been typing up Accursed Cultist also, and I'm very excited about Chaos Space Marines. I think they have multiple good builds, including Land Raider Party Bus. I genuinely think it's a good army. Like, is it the best army in the game? Probably not, but it's a good, like, much better than it should be.
I feel like that list is like Abaddon's bachelor party.
It is Abaddon's bachelor party. It's called the pitmobile.
Okay.
Okay, so we're at 1735, and now is the point where I insert 250 points of demons.
Okay.
So let's go for Cypher, because he's just a man. Oh, actually, I forgot to add the Dark Communes to my little shindig. So let's just add Cypher, and then we're 5 points over.
105.
Cypher's 105. So let's cut one Forge Fiend, which makes me terribly sad. Let's cut the Nurgle one, because we need stuff here. So then we have 160 left, which is much better. Let's add 10 regular cultists to the party. Because you gotta have those sticky objectives. 105 left. Sounds like the blue scribes and no, sounds like 3 flamers and 3 nerdlings. That's what that sounds like.
Cool.
Yeah. That I'm pretty happy with as the list. So pretty much this is why I didn't want to play this army on stream. It's a little boring in comparison to Land Raider Pimp Party, the Pitmobile. But this is awesome. You know, this is just the way it is. This is good money. All right, Quinn, let's compare and contrast. This is the Accursed Cultist spam. We have 3 bricks of Accursed Cultists. Each one's joined by a Dark Commune. They all sit next to Abaddon. Abaddon sits in 10 Terminators. 10 Terminators go unshootable with the mark of Nurgle strat and just kind of walk to the board. They also have every mark, so they're going to get sustained hits on 5s and shooting, lethal hits on 5s and shooting, reroll hits, and then reroll wounds with dev wounds on their, I would do on all these compy bolters, yeah. And then obviously in close combat, it's 10 Terminators joined by with Abaddon.
Yeah.
Surrounding that is the 48 Accursed Cultists with 3 Dark Communes. In total, that is 63 models, of which I heal both in my turn and in your turn. On top of that, my Accursed Cultists and Dark Communes are murder machines. They get sustained hits on 5s because we're all going to make them Marcus Lanesh. They get reroll hits if Abaddon just switches which doctrine he's in, which chapter legion ability, and then they rely on the Dark Communes 5+ invulnerables instead of the poor Accursed Cultists 4+ invulnerables, or Abaddon's 4+ invulnerables. +1 to hit, +1 to wound really goes a long, long way on these guys. I mean, basically means they can drown tanks out with volume of wounding on 5s. And I mean, sustained hits 5s, reroll hits, hitting on 3s. This unit hits like 130% of the time. Let's talk about the 6 torments in each, or 6 mutants in each thing. They have, I don't want to get this wrong. Because every time I'm just always so shocked at how devastating it is.
While you're reading this, Hap Jackster, the evil Jack Harpster. CSM think they know evil? Psh. Who do you think created the towering keyword, the 350-point Wraith Knight? God, they really were 350 points, were they? 370. Or made Sangard 43 points apiece. All bow before Hap Jackster, the evil Jack Harpster. Whenever you super chat Hap Jackster, I can't help but picture the bad guy from the Exercise Town movie. He's like in purple. He's got like a mustache. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Not at all.
Okay. Chat, do you know what I'm talking about? Whatever.
Thank you so much for your chat. Super chat, Jack Harpster, Hap Snackster, the evil. Good. So the 6 mutants in the squad are going to pump out 6d6 plus 12 attacks. That's an average of 33 attacks. Hitting on now 3s on that advance and charge turn. Rerolling hits with sustained hits 5. So it's like 33 attacks, 50 hits. Something stupid like that. Strength 5, AP 1, 2 damage. Not super exciting, but what if we, I don't know, wounded on +1 to wound? Then it is super exciting.
That is really exciting.
Then your 50 attacks do 18 wounds to a knight. 17.
Lazy Town, that's it. Thank you.
Lazy Town.
Yeah. 17
wounds to a knight, putting them in the 4+ save and 2 damage each. Then the little dudes. Each one of these almost brings down a big knight.
What?
Each unicorn is almost.
No,
it just ran through the math. That's not counting the two forgefiends, the shooting the Terminators provide that cannot be shot back, or the fact that Terminators rip up whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
It's also entirely objective control too.
Really
it comes
is.
back to life. It's 4+ invulnerable saves. And if you just like, what I'm probably going to do in most games is reserves the two forgefiends, like I've been doing. And then when you expose your army to not get completely overwhelmed by the accursed cultists, you have to deal with that. You have to deal with that with your real units. Forgefiends with Mark of Divine Divided come out. 1 on turn 2, probably 1 on turn 3, probably. Boosh, full, reroll hits, full, reroll wounds, dead. So yeah, I'm super excited about this army. I think it's awesome. I'm just not as excited about it as I am about the pitmobile. You want to see the pitmobile again? I want to see the pitmobile again.
I deleted it.
No, you didn't.
I mean, I saved it as a PNG.
We'll bring it up. We're going back and forth here. I want to compare and contrast. People want Nixon's Sanity Raider. Yeah, that's the PNG. Good.
Oh, it doesn't show up.
Oh.
We need to change OBS for those.
Oh, okay. So the pitmobiles are gone, but you can watch the first half of the video to see where the pitmobile landed. You know what, everybody? Let me know. Let me know right now in chat. Would you rather I play the pitmobile, or would you rather I play Accursed Cultist?
We should make a poll in the Discord.
We should make a poll in the Discord. I'll play the people's army here. I want to play the pitmobile. I really, really, really do. But you know, I'm happy to appease the people here. If you guys want to see me rip John's face open with like trash tier Accursed Cultist, I'm happy to. I'm happy to. You guys let me know. So this was Build a List, everybody. This is my first build list. Usually we have John or Jack, which I'm sure take it slightly more traditionally with their approach to list building. But you know what? This is the idea that we get different coaches on with different perspectives so you can see different approaches to list building. Obviously, this is a little bit unconventional. But you know what? Chaos had never been a conventional type of army. So I'm trying to think outside the box. And like I said, it evolved from a really foundationally sound structure right here. Like, Bitmobile came out of a Rhino, which I was just trying to put good stuff in a Rhino. Who doesn't try that? And then it evolved. Okay, so did we go off the deep end? Maybe. Is it fine? Yeah, of course. That's it for now, everybody. Watch our game next week on Wednesday, live 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm gonna be playing.
Chat seems very pro Abaddon Taxi.
Yeah, chat loves the Pitmobile. Who doesn't love the Pitmobile? I get it, but we're gonna put a Discord server poll into our Discord, which you can become a member of if you become a member of our War Room, which you can check out right now in our free day 3 trial going down in the link below. So the vhx.warroom.tv, that's where you get it. Not only will you get to vote in this poll where you can tell me to play the Pitmobile or Accursed Cultist, but you can also communicate with the world's best players at your fingertips in this Discord community. It's really awesome. Super excited about 10th edition, and not to mention you get like the tons of hours of content, the 3 coaching matches, the 2 10-minute tips, the strategy session, and so much more, daily faction fundamentals, and Quentin's fun facts. So you might as well just check out the War Room right now. It's in the link below, like I mentioned, vhx.warroom.tv. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe to the video, like the channel, and, you know, whatnot. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you later.